SPY, QQQ, Dow Jones hitting new all-time highs in the past week. Did you miss this rally because you sell in May and go away? Hey there, Tamir from FIBONACCI-Traders.com here. Weekly market recap. Like, subscribe. Let's see the charts. As usual, we'll go over all the weekly charts. The SPY, the Qs, all the Magnificent 7, selected ETFs, more stocks, so don't go anywhere. Hit the like, subscribe. Let's start with the SPY and the weekly. New all-time highs, the 531.52 is our new all-time highs. The 570 now is the support. And if you sold in May and go away, you just missed a rally of 6.4% in the past 3 weeks. SPY bullish on all time frames, still inside this red uptrend channel. Next resistance will be the 550 and 571 together with this upper red trend line. How do we know? We don't. Do we predict? No, we just follow price and we use Fibonacci, in this case the FTI, the Fibonacci-Traders indicator, that with up to 85, maybe more % of accuracy, the FTI, which is based on Fibonacci levels, everything based on Fibonacci, gives us more than 85% accuracy where price might be heading next. Above new all-time highs, of course, we will get new all-time highs towards the 550, 571. This is how the SPY ended up the week. Look at this. We had Wednesday, bullish to the upside, and then Thursday, Friday, basically not much of a movement. Now the 423 is the support on the daily. Above the 531 we will see 541 and 555 to the upside. QQQ also new all-time highs with the 454.70. Now the 441 is the support, breaking up above, long continuation, bullish run, and we will see 470 together with this upper green trend line. And overall QQQ since October of 2022, look at this, bull run all the way, 76% since January of 2023. Less than 1.5 years, 76% on the QQQ. This is how it looks on the daily. Same thing, we had great Tuesday, great Wednesday, and then basically not much of a movement throughout Thursday and Friday. 455, 456 now is the support. It was previous new all-time highs. Now it's the support, long continuation, and we will meet 466 and 480 to the upside on the QQQ. So if you follow anyone on social media that tells you this is just a bull's trap in a bear's market, do not follow them. Do not follow this account. Just don't. Because those accounts that tells you that we are just in a bounce overall in a bear's market, ladies and gentlemen, they are trapped with puts, they are trapped with shorts. We are in a bullish market. All-time highs can never be a bounce in a bearish market. Bulls are in full control. Look at the Dow Jones. Since beginning of May, the Dow Jones, the heaviest indice from all, 7% in 3 weeks. The Dow Jones, the 30 diamonds, 7%. You remember this red trend line? You remember all these broadening formations? We drew them some weeks ago and we said bounce of the lower border. We are going towards the red line, breaking above the red line. We said, and for now it's validating pretty good, towards the upper yellow trend line. Now we can take Fibonacci, swing low, swing high. Next resistance 404, 412. You're more than welcome to check the weekly market recap from end of April, beginning of May, and you will see that I'm not changing anything. IWM closed the week with 1.9% to the upside. IWM in the past 3 weeks gained 7.4%. Now, long continuation, and we will meet with high probability this upper yellow trend line, and we can put the FTI in our chart. Next resistance is 212, above it 218 and 227. Next, we have Bitcoin. For the time that I'm recording this video, we still have a little bit less than 2 days until Bitcoin's weekly candle is closed, but finally higher high and higher low on the weekly for Bitcoin, holding above the 60,000 area. Now needs to hold above the 67 area, and then are we going to hit new all-time highs on the Bitcoin? Mixed signals, still mixed signal on the Bitcoin. This is how it looks on the daily. Pretty nice week, especially since Wednesday. Now the 67,600 is the resistance, above it 70, and then new all-time highs on Bitcoin. For now, careful, because we are still inside and below lower highs, lower lows. We are having some kind of a bounce, yes, but we have the high of March, the high of April, and the high of lower high, lower high, lower highs. Now we are trying to make higher highs and higher lows. We need a weekly close above the 67, and then we can say Bitcoin is going towards a new all-time highs. Ethereum a little bit weaker, holding strong above the 2850 area and still holding above this blue trend line. We drew this blue trend line few weeks back. It's still holding above the blue trend line, still holding above the 2860. I want to see breaking above the 3330 and then towards the 36 and 4000. Patience. Let's see how this week on crypto will end, and Monday we can start reassess our long position on crypto land. Magnificent 7, not surprising, closed with a new all-time highs on the 44. Now the 39 is the support. Above we have 4340 and then 4660. SOXX, nice week with 3.6% to the upside. Finally broke up above and stayed closed above this very tough resistance, the 228 area, 226 area, very tough resistance, closed above it. We are bullish on the daily, bullish on the weekly. This is how it looks on the daily, same as the rest of the market. We had a great Tuesday, a great Wednesday, and then basically Thursday and Friday just some kind of a cool off. The 224, 226 area, all this area is a very important area of support. It was resistance, now support, long continuation, and we will meet 242 and 255 to the upside. Don't go anywhere. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. We have many more to talk about. XLF with 0.7% on the daily. Friday closed with the high of the day. Long continuation, and we will see 43 and 44. This is how the XLF looks on the weekly. Look at this, the XLF in the past 2 weeks, 5% to the upside, and 5 is a Fibonacci number. Long continuation, and we will see 44 and 46 to the upside. We also can take trend lines. We have this trend line, next resistance, the trend line together with the 44 area, and we have more trend lines to follow. A little bit more accurate, we can take this trend line. Look at this. Above the 44, we will meet 46. All you need on your chart is the FTI and trend lines. Check the links in the description below. Choose your path for your financial freedom. Apple finally broke above the yellow zone, closed above the yellow zone with 3.7% to the upside. Now above the 188. Next resistance is new all-time highs on Apple, and then 204 and 208 to the upside. Microsoft slowly grinding up. Close the day with the week with 1.3% to the upside. Second week holding above the yellow zone. Next, new all-time highs on Microsoft, and then 450 and 470. Microsoft overall inside this massive uptrend channel since November, we can say since the beginning of 2023, end of 2022. Overall, Microsoft is in an uptrend. AMD trying, gained 8%. 8 is a Fibonacci number. Everything surrounds Fibonacci, especially in trading. And as we can see, let's take Fibonacci a little bit tighter. Now you can see swing high, swing low, and the yellow zone once again proves itself as a very tough resistance. Above the 160, finally, after 4 consecutive weeks that AMD tried and failed to close above the 160. Previous week, we closed above it. Now, the 174, the lower border of the yellow zone, will be the next resistance. Closing above it, and we can say AMD is heading back to the 194. And of course, everything that you see in here on my channel is for educational purposes only. I am not financial advisor. This is not a financial advice. Please do your own due diligence. Meta closed the week with a doji inside the yellow zone, which means no trading zone, non-decision on Meta, long continuation only above the 486, 487 area, and then at least I'm looking at least 2 days above the higher border of the yellow zone, and then we will meet 504 and 531, breaking below the lower border of the yellow zone, below the 460. Sorry, we will meet this blue trend line to the downside. Let's talk about this stock, this name. Let's ignore that you know this name. Would you ever consider go long on this kind of price action? Never. Just because the name is Tesla, you are going and you are looking each and every day. Is it the time to go buy Tesla? Is this the time to buy Tesla? Ignore the name. Trade the price action, and the price action continues to the downside. The whole market goes up, new all-time highs each and every day, and this price action goes down and down and down and down. Ignore the price. Never fall in love in the company. Never fall in love in the stock. Just ignore the noise and trade what you see. Tesla, downtrend, super bearish until proven otherwise. When? No one knows. Netflix, grinding up slowly back to this red trend line. This red trend line helps us to identify the higher lows. Next resistance on Netflix will be the 640, above 640. Ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, and in my opinion only, we are going to see new all-time highs on Netflix. Shopify, you remember this green trend line? We drew this green trend line 1 week or 2 weeks ago. You're more than welcome to check the weekly stock market recap. In the past 2 weeks, we drew this green trend line and we said that we are looking for a hold and a bounce of this trend line. And what did we see? What did we get? A doji of a trend line. Doji of a trend line is the most significant signal for what might come, a trend reversal. This is how it looks on the daily. Held throughout the past week above the green line. Now all we need is 2-3 days above last week's highs, above the 60, and then we can start taking long position on Shopify. Slowly, let's take FTI a little bit higher, and as you can see, next resistance will be the 64, and then the lower border of this yellow zone. Amazon, still inside an uptrend channel, but as you can see in the past 3 weeks, not much of a price action, very tight price action on Amazon with 181 is the support, resistance, the 191, and as long as Amazon is inside this red channel, we are good to go long. Google never fails. After 2 weeks of dojis, 4.4% to the upside. Once again, retesting the upper border of this uptrend channel with the 176 long continuation, and we will see 188 and 204. If you ask me, Google looks the best of all the Magnificent Seven. Last but not least, NVDA. You know this blue box? Once again, blue box, rejected price. We got ourselves a doji, and this is why we are having 3 out of 4 time frames bearish. Support 865, the lower border of this box, and then 782 to the downside. So once again, thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. More videos coming up during this weekend. Until the next video, stay safe.